and let us all do we can to build a better future. Let's go to our final story. Daniel, can I just do one thing?
Of course, Kit.
She's back.
Oh,
What?
no.
She's back. What? Who's back? Daniel, somebody's back? Who's coming back after all this time? What is going on?
Well, as we're talking about Trump running in 2024, Clinton's like, yes, but me as well. I am now back in power, and I will destroy the world, as per usual. So Biden is now considering Hillary Clinton for UN ambassador, a position that, if you know Hillary Clinton and her role in the State Department, is where you place Hillary Clinton when you're trying to go to war with a bunch more people. And meanwhile, Joe Biden's like, Tom Perez might be good for labor. Bernie, I don't know if he has the right chops for it. But, like, no, Hillary Clinton, we're considering her. The transition team of President-elect Joe Biden has vetted potential candidates for months and will present him with potential choices in coming days. Joe Biden is reported to be considering Hillary Clinton for a role in his administration because that worked out real well last time. With the former Secretary of State in the running to become the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Miss Clinton, who lost to Donald Trump in 2016, by the way, should have never been allowed back in office for doing that, but whatever, is being discussed as a potential pick for the role, according to the Washington Post, which is owned by Jeff Bezos, so over there we probably have some good insight. The president-elect has already begun assembling his coronavirus task force. In the coming months, we'll need to choose members of his cabinet. The discussions are underway, even as Mr. Trump has refused to concede the election, citing voter fraud without providing evidence, the same way that Russiagate had not really much evidence, but whatever, just calling a spade, and hypocrisy. And again, like we were saying before, I don't care if Trump doesn't think that he lost the presidency. It's not up to him. The news is just trying to do this because it's fun. Mr. Biden's team has been vetting potential candidates for top roles within his administration for months, and a number of options are presented to him in the coming days. On Ms. Clinton, a source told the Post that the move, quote, would be a way for Biden to highlight the importance of the position in his administration, and that placing her there would raise the prestige of the UN itself. Wow. That's pretty arrogant at a time when global cooperation and the U.S. role on the world stage has ebbed. So basically, hey, we got to go like beat up some brown people again. We didn't do that. That made us not look as good on the world stage. Hillary Clinton can shake hands with people and get deals done, especially if those deals aren't in our favor. So Clinton's back, everyone.
Ugh, I'm vomiting already.
Do we really think that there's a scenario where they go, no, we picked someone else? She's getting back in.
So remember that story that Daniel covered about us leaving Afghanistan and Iraq? Not if Hillary can help it.
Yeah.
Again, this is here something that a lot of these establishment politicians have in common with Donald Trump. Oh, that's right. I'm going to lump good old Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, the vote blue no matter who crowds, favorite two people. They all have unchecked ego and this ridiculous notion of pride and the ability to think that they could do no wrong. Hillary Clinton has still never gotten over the fact that she lost to a clown. And she's still never gotten over the fact that Bernie Sanders was very close to defeating her. Were it not for the DNC weighing in and Bernie Sanders capitulating, we would not be having this conversation. Hillary Clinton is part of that extreme centrist group. She is a major architect for a lot of the problems that we're seeing here. And look, the Biden administration is already looking like a conservative Republican administration. I mean, you might as well say
in Republicans.
They're bringing in Republicans. I mean, hey, vote blue no matter who crowd. I mean, I thought this was all about being Trump, stopping Trump and going back to brunch. Yeah. Nothing has fundamentally changed. You just got a polite racist. That's what you got. You traded in a loudmouth, drunkard idiot who is racist, misogynist, homophobic, all these things, for a polite, kinder old man version of it,
who sniffs your hair kindly,
and
who flicks your nips kindly,
and who will say offensive things kindly, but then make a joke about it. And it's just like, what changed? Nothing. We're going to be right back where we started from in 2024. And unless I really do hope that the Movement for People's Party is able to gain the momentum and build the infrastructure. I do hope that third parties like the Greens and Libertarians are able to actually get their act together and stop messing around. I really hope that organizations like DSA or Socialist Alternative are actually able to really build further infrastructure and further inroads. Because let's look at what happened in Seattle, where Amazon, a major dare I say, getting close to $1 trillion corporation, paid millions of dollars for a candidate of their choice to try and defeat Kshama Sawant. I mean, the pushback from the top 1%, the extreme centrists, is very real. And Hillary Clinton is a part of that club. And the very fact that she is coming right back to D.C. to be a U.S. ambassador says a lot about how much further we all must put aside our differences and really fundamentally change the system. Hillary Clinton doesn't mind us at all. It's a way for her to make herself relevant. It's a way for her to kind of rub it in the face of all the progressives that vote against her. So vote blue no matter who.
Start wars again.
And people who were afraid and held their noses, you could hold your nose as much as you want. You voted for crap. And I take pride in this, that I voted third party. I take pride that I'm not falling in line with the two-party establishment system. I take pride knowing the fact that I don't have to live in this world of fear, and people got to stop living in fear. Because if we keep going down this route, we're going to be stuck with these career politicians who cater to the extreme centrists of the top 1%.
And when we go to war, make sure to go on Twitter, talk to your blue checkmark friends who said that Biden is the best choice and perhaps are probably going to be tweeting very soon, Hillary's also a good choice. And let them remind them of that when people start dying.
Yeah. And again, too, looking at someone like Hillary Clinton, again, I'm going to let you all on a secret. Women and men, no matter their sex, color, creed, orientation, who they worship, who you vote for, how old, young you are, what generation you're part of, everyone has it within themselves to be good, heroic, and kind.
Yeah.
But we also have what it takes to be evil, corrupt, and tyrannical. Because we're all human. And Hillary Clinton and everyone who's part of that swamp bubble in D.C., whether they're part of the DNC establishment or Republican establishment, they're all friends. Why aren't we angry? Why aren't we mad? What will it take for people to say enough is enough? Because this virus is still here, and nothing has fundamentally changed at all.